And I hope people are well. Yay, it is! I know, I'm so happy. It's mini painting time. I always look forward to mini painting time. Let me mute my sound here. Now they know it works. So hi, I hope you're well. In fact, I think Mini Mommy, you're doing pretty well. I think I read that you, what was it? You broke your leg or something, and you got the pins out today or something. I was half paying attention. Unfortunately, work just kind of really takes over everything. So I sort of saw your post and I saw yay, and I was like, oh good. I hope you're on the mend, that's all. Don't mind me. I'm sitting here trying to actually pull out my paints for tonight. Because I realized most of the paints I need are actually, or the ones I think I'm going to need for tonight are in my, all in my paint box that I travel around with. So tonight we're painting, I'm going to start painting this guy. Hi Kevin. Hey Kevin, I'm gonna make fun of you because you're a sissy! Just kidding. You should have shown up yesterday. It was actually a lot of fun. There was actually like, I think 10 people showed up yesterday, so it was still a good turnout. Let's see, anyway, I broke my ankle in May. Doctor checked it today and should need to go back unless the pins are hurt. Oh, that's what it was. The pins are hurting you. Oh my god. So yeah, no, I'm glad you're on the mend. I'm sorry you broke it so badly that needed pins though. Ugh. Honestly, Kevin, I knew on Saturday we were gonna get Diddly and Squat for that storm. But I watch a lot of I used to watch a lot of Weather Channel. Where the heck are my Oh, I may have to disappear for a sec because I think my brushes are in my lunch bag. Oh, actually I don't have to. I'll just use these. If I have to go grab my other brushes, I will. It's a problem when I travel. But anyways, the storm wasn't that bad. It was raining pretty good. It was raining pretty good when I went there, but the wind wasn't too bad, but I didn't think it would be. Judging where the thing was headed, so I was like, alright, we'll probably be fine. I'm not canceling it. And I was surprised, actually, 10 people showed up, so it was a pretty fun time. So, and I literally had a conversation with hubby on what he wanted me to do with this, and he's like, well, why don't you just paint it like the other one you painted of the same character? I'm like, well, it's a different character, so one thing I will have to do, I have to go dig one up, is I need to get a greatsword to put on his back, because actually that's his main weapon. But one thing this character does, is he likes to throw axes as his initial, here I am pulling it off stream here. So he likes to throw axes as his initial offering, or he was. Now he's got, he took a level I think of sorcerer, so now he actually throws a spell when he goes into battle rather than axes, but that's okay. Yes, he likes to ask people a question. Oh my god, I hope I remember that terrible pun and use it accordingly. So he wants him the standard bronze-skinned wonder like Conan. Bronze skin, blonde hair. The eye color, I don't really put an eye color in anything anymore, so I'm not worried about eye color. So, as usual, if you've got anything you want to share, please share it. I think I need my pokey tool. Pokey stick! I got the pirate pokey stick from the Mega Bundle. Now I have one I keep here, and one goes around, it just travels around with me, and my old one is in my travel box. So just said, as a reminder, if you're working anything, yeah, feel free. Oh, you do? Okay, before I get started, I need to check out what Mini Mommy's got, because she always has the cutest things. I'm so happy you guys are posting. You guys inspired me too. What is? Oh my gosh, the Watchmen for. Oh, you know what? I love that company. I need to, at some point. I've got to order some minis from them. It's Northumbrian Tin Soldier, I believe is the whole name. They are. They have so many great minis. Here, let me put this on. Gotta scroll down to display pics. Okay, it's on. They're yeah, I know they're mini. That's the thing is their minis are a ton of fun. I think that and that is adorable. And you went purple. I am so excited you went purple because I love purple. Nice basing job. Great. Oh, by the way, the purple and the yellow together. That's you have really good color harmony going on here. You've got with a little bit of yellow there, so that your eye travels around the piece. I love the rust. My goodness. Actually, I really dig like this rusty effect on the weapon. Yeah, no, you did a great job on him. He really stands out. And I love anything with really good color harmony. I mean, it's just the greatest thing to me. I've, oh, here, we'll make sure I would like that. I've judged a mini contest at one of the conventions I staff at, and I have actually done that as the tiebreaker. It's the color harmony of the piece, so I really dig that. So all right, let's see what Kevin's got. Oh, you're oh my yeah, it's getting there. Not quite there yet, but you got most of it done. That's pretty impressive you got that much done. I know, right, Mini Mommy? Holy mackerel. I know. And you know what the funny thing is? I've got a job that's probably going to have... No, actually, this is a lot more models. Kevin, do you know how many models you actually have going in this army? I mean, I was gonna say at this point, you definitely got this because you've got so many of them done. I do see you have, of course, a number of them left, but do you know how many models this is without me having to go and actually count them? Because I could sit here and count the minis. I mean, I could see them really well. Gabriel's in the middle. He's right there, right? Yeah, he's right there. And I don't know where the other... I don't know where if this is the other one I painted. I know, it's hard to tell. They're really small. He's not going to answer me how many there are. Maybe you don't know how many there are. Oh. 190? Okay, yeah. No, I not feel quite so intimidated. The order I have, well, I've got I said I've got the Howling Banshees to do, and I only get 5 of those at the moment. There will be 20. But after that, then I have that order for about, I think there's between 30 and 40 of them, including some vehicles. I know there's a motorcycles and all sorts of Space Marine set, and yeah, it'll be the same color pattern. I'm very excited to do it and see if I can actually complete an army, even if it isn't my own. Oh, you know what? I can do this too. I will like that post. Good job. That's true. By the way, anybody who puts this stuff up, I'll try to remember to actually hit the freaking like button. All right, let's go back to my painting table. I'm going to have issues tonight, apparently. Also keep staying on camera. Although it looks like I got it lined up a bit better, so... So, of course... Oh, come on, brand new brush. This is a sable. You shouldn't be falling apart. So the first thing, as I said, I like to do on every figure that's got them, are the eyes. So... Because, let's face it, eyes are a pain in the butt and ski, and if I get them over and done with, then I don't have to worry about them anymore. So it's 10,000 points of Space Marines. I believe it. So, just so you know what I'm doing, so I take an off-white, so I love bleached linen. That's a pretty good off-white. And I'm going to paint, and I'm going to go over the lines because I really don't care. I'm going to paint the face later. Who cares? He's got really squinty eyes. I said, if I really need to, I'll go get my other brushes that are little. These have got real good chisel points on them, I notice. These Reaper brushes. And this is a 5, it's a 5-0, so it's pretty small. But it'll be good for painting eyes. So if you look, anyways, you can see I basically have painted a mask around the eyes. Oh, how well this is coming out. You know what? It's white, so hot. It's white on a white surface. But basically, I paint the eyes, but I paint over the eyes. I paint around them. I don't really care if I, like I said, because I'm going to paint the skin afterwards. So who cares if I get the white on the skin right now? I don't. It just makes it a lot easier. Now I need to put a couple dots in there. You can draw lines across the eyes from top to bottom. Or you can try to do what I'm doing, and I put a dot. I just put a dot. Or a V. Or, you know. These are really squinty eyes. And once again, I don't particularly care if I go outside the lines. I just want them to be relatively in the same place. So he doesn't look cross-eyed or... I forget, what's the opposite of cross-eyed? I know there's a name for it, and I don't remember what it's called. Put that down for a sec. So now I'm going back for a brown, a dark brown, because he's going to have tan skin. One thing I am taking... Oh no, shoot. I just spilled my drink. Ah! So be it. This is TV. Who cares? I'll clean it up later. But as I was saying, I'm going to take a class of ReaperCon that actually I'm going to do eyes. I want to see if I can step up my game. Well, I think these are effective, especially for tabletop. I'd love to do something a little bit better for maybe more competition-oriented pieces. So now I'm just basically putting eyeliner on the guy. Or is that guy liner? I'm outlining the eye. And while I don't care about getting into his skin areas, I do care. No, this time it's my drink, not a brush. I actually haven't dropped a brush since I moved up here. And right now it's all good because the liquid's actually all contained in in my paint rack. It's not falling all over the place. Nope, I'll have to add a little white, I think. I'm going to have to go back and add a little white there because this is a fairly thin paint. It's a VAO, plus I'm using a brush I'm not used to. Gotta let that dry. Well, while I'm letting it dry, I'm going to start pulling paints out of my paint rack and taking them out. I still have plenty of drink left, so if anybody shows up and starts hitting the hydrate button, I'm good. So how are all you? Did I actually miss? Oh, I think I got a little on my desk. I guess I'll have to clean that up. All in the second row too. So I said, I hope you've all had. I had a decent day. Actually, was productive for a change. At least I feel like it was for a change. I didn't have like 9 million people bothering me all day for things that I couldn't really do, which is what happens at my job. So said, don't mind me while I clean up my mess while my paint dries. Because I want to touch that up, and I want to touch it up before I do anything else, so. These got pretty good. So I don't know, does spilling your drink, Kevin, count just as much as dropping a brush? I think it counts for about 3, times as much. And I'm gonna just gently lift my paint rack to get underneath. That seems to be my biggest thing. I get on the stream and I said I get all squirrel brained and such. Peekaboo. I did not specify. Okay, I guess it's a point. I thought I did specify. I thought I specified a brush. Oh, no, I say drop my brush every stream. No, I never actually did specify. I did actually specify. At least one of the times I said it, I know I specified. Ugh. I'm going to have to disappear because I got to go get a new paper towel. But I am going to. I just want to make sure I get my desk wiped up. It's a new desk, damn it. Hey, Jilton! Hey, that's okay. I spilled my drink. I'm actually cleaning up because I spilled my drink in my paint rack. Here, actually, everyone, we can show you the paint rack. I got this from ReaperCon a couple times ago. After the con, they put all the stuff on sale. Here's my paint rack. Now with Coke, not alcohol. I don't drink alcohol on this. I do Coca-Cola, and that's pretty much it, because Coca-Cola has caffeine. So I have my drink sitting right next to that, and I went to grab something from it. I pee. I will actually take a sip of what's left. And believe me, I did pretty good. I mean, look at all this Coke that's still left. It's acrylic. It's what Reaper sold a paint stand. In fact, they may still have it in their store. And I was like, sure, I might as well, I'll pick one up because I'm going to need one for my desk. You know, it's great for catching Coke. I'll tell you, I'm going to run and grab some more paper towels. I will be right back. Don't run away. Don't run away. I will let's put the be right back screen on so everybody knows. I will be right back. I'm back up from grabbing. Look, I grabbed stuff. So let me just quickly give this cleaning, and I can talk while I do this. The other advantage thing the other thing I was able to do is grab a couple things from downstairs that I can show off. Because first of all, Gel Tip was awesome to meet, by the way. Gel Tip came to the painting party yesterday, and we had a great time. It was so much fun. He also was very kindly donated some brushes and minis to the cause. So thank you so much again. I mean, I always appreciate it when I always appreciate donations, and I'll always take them to help the cause, to get more people into this hobby. And I think we too might have actually gotten a couple people interested in the hobby that showed up and had never painted before. So there was that. Alright, I have some spray stuff because I don't want, this will end up being sticky because of course it's Coke. Nasty, gross. But I grabbed a couple things from the living room. Alright, there we go. And I already cleaned up this. There. And now I have extra paper towels so I can actually grab one to work with. Because you should always have a paper towel. Okay. There. All done. Oh my god. So, by the way, let's see, is anybody still around? I hope. Well, there's 4 of you still around. Somebody, I wonder if Pete went off because he's like, it's super late where he is. Nope, you're not there. Okay, yep, he's not there. Come on, this is real entertainment. So what did I bring? First of all, in honor of all the lurkers out there, I have this stone lurker that I painted up. Here, let's get it down to where actually it will be in focus. Yeah, it's like 12:30. Yeah, and I said I love the fact he pops on just to hit the hydrate button and say hello. And I always appreciate when he does that. But yeah, so this was a stone lurker, so I'm gonna, every time, if people hit the lurk button, I have a lurk command, so if people hit the lurk command, I'll go, hello, see you later, have a good one. I still need to seal him. And then, Gel Tip saw this yesterday, but I just wanted to show people the world's smallest freaking mini that I've ever painted. With the thing to size. So I painted a fairy that I'm going to add to my tree. It is this big, or this little, just to give you, let's see, I don't know how well people can see it. I know, right? I was like, I don't know if I can get them both on screen. There we go. That's a fairy. That is to scale, I think. It is the tiniest. I painted the bottles for the Rusty Dragon in, and they are probably technically smaller per bottle, but this is the smallest figure I have ever done. I mean, my thumbnail is like giant compared to it. It has to stay on this base too because, hi Rod! Oh my god, it's so good to see you. Hey Rod, if you've posted any of your recent stuff that you've painted on Twitter, feel free to put the link in chat because I would love to show it off. You've been painting some absolutely killer stuff on there. It's so good to see you though. I miss you when you're not around. Especially when, ramp up this. You could have made snarky comments at my expense because I dumped my drink into my freaking paint rack. So I'm not getting anything painted right now because I'm had to clean that up. Yeah, no, you've been painting some absolutely killer stuff. And I said, if you have it on Twitter, and I'm sorry if I haven't liked it, it's because it doesn't pop up when I'm freaking on Twitter. And that drives me crazy. Because I absolutely, I love seeing everybody's work. And alright, so going back to him. But yeah, if you have any links you want to share, and I would love to share your work with people who are here, please, by all means, share them. So, now that I can go back to this, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the right black. Oh, did you not post any of that? I know you posted it on the Goblin Discord, and I'm not sure if we can share that. But, maybe that's why I haven't seen it on Twitter. But you and David, I wish David would show up here because I wanted to do the same thing. So I'm just expanding the dot for the eye just a little. Oh, and it might be helpful if I actually grabbed a paper towel. Actually, I'm kind of sad. I had all my colors in friggin' order, and now they're all over the place. I know what some of them were. Like pure black was there. I'm just going to try to clean up so I have a little room on here. Clouded sea, powder burn brown. Those are great colors. Oh, actually, the rosy ones. Pure white. Maybe this isn't going to be so hard. Rusted anchor. Kraken ink and black pearl. Alright, I think that's what those were. Listen, I'm just trying to clear some room off so I can actually put my towel down. I did have a bunch of paints out anyways, because I was working on that fairy yesterday. Thank you so much for the cheer and for the bits. I know, Titter. No, Rod, you meant Titter. I know you too well. You totally meant Titter. 'Cause you're a terrible person like me. Okay? We are very similar. No. Hey, I'm proud that you're in the terrible person club with me. You know, it said it's, I know you must have seen it when I said that, when the Goblin King's away, we're gonna burn down the Discord server, right? I want to make the white, I think I lost a little bit of my white there. Hellfire? Well, I was thinking, alright, so goblins in Pathfinder. It's V! In Pathfinder, the goblins love to set things on fire. It's not necessarily hellfire, but they do love to burn everything down. Burn, a whole new meaning for burning down the house. Alright, there's my paint. Yeah, right now I'm doing everybody's favorite things. Eyes. And I went to grab paint. Oh my gosh! That's why I hate eyes. Burning Nation. As I said, by the way, I make mistakes too. It's okay to make mistakes. Look, CV, look, that's what's known as painting over mistakes. So, Rod is a member, it says, one of those goblins from the Goblins and Mortar Discord server, which is all Michael Mortar's patrons. And Mr. Mortar is taking a little bit of a break from Twitter, and I more or less commented about how, oh, he's going to leave a bunch of goblins. He's going to leave a bunch of goblins to their own devices. I don't know, did you? Did you step away, Gel Tip? I thanked you. Actually, you may have missed that. I did thank you for your donations to Paint Day. I know I thanked you on the server too, but I said I really appreciate it. I said it blows me away when people just do nice things like that, you know. So yeah, V, you can be really jealous because Gel Tip showed up to Paint Day yesterday and I got to hang out with him in person, and he is a wonderful person. He was so much fun to hang out with. And he is such a teacher. There was a kid there, that's Blonde Shadow. Where is bronzed? I want bronzed, not blonde. There we go. I don't know if you saw, but I did post in there that anybody from the Pyro Club that visits Boston, and you let me know in advance, I will absolutely set up a paint night for you, or an afternoon. I know it'll be dependent on my schedule because my schedule's nuts, but you know what? I will cancel things if it means I get to paint with you. So, but the store pretty much that we go to has said that if I ever need the space and want to just show up and paint, I can. So, oh, let's see, Gel Tip, I'll put your name on a chair next time so you always have a spot. Aww. Hey, well, actually, I always have a spot. But we talk about putting V's name on somewhere because we absolutely should do that. But it is true. I would love to have all of you guys visit Boston. I love the thought of you bringing Kathy with you too. Kathy is so much fun. And I'd sit there and I'd steal all her knowledge. So now I'm going in with the skin tone. And I only want to leave a little bit of that brown. It's going to blend in. This is going to blend in pretty well. I've actually I've been trying to get to that eyeliner colors a little bit closer to my skin tones. I see, yeah, I've had to. I really, well, I was going to say, I hope you bring that other Wapple too. It'd be nice if we could bring both of them. Even though I know Kathy is the best Wapple. But her hubby is fun too. I heard the second best Wapple travels with all his work? You mean all his painting work? That'd be a lot of work to travel with. Of course, actually, it's not all his work because I know he does commissions, so some of his work are in people's houses. But, we had, I did pop on his stream like Saturday night, and, we had like the most ridiculous conversation. So, we were talking about Lord of the Rings, and how he even though he loves Lord of the Rings, he's never ever actually read the books. But, he's seen all the movies and such, and he loves that, but he's never read the books. And I go, well, reading's great because, I met my husband, when I met my husband, I was reading, and I'm pretty sure we were talking about it, pretty sure it was the second book in the series of Lord of the Rings. And I was working in the art the college art gallery, because it was my last year of college at the time. And I was reading that book to pass the time, because there's not really much to do but watch the artwork and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And my husband, well, at the time, had never even met him. He walks into the art gallery and notices I'm reading Lord of the Rings and realizes I'm another nerd. So that gets him to strike up a conversation with me. And from there, the rest is history. So, yeah, I think that helped gain his interest. And we will be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. So here's where the ridiculousness came in. So James and company and chat decided they were going to plan my 25th wedding anniversary. And that all got started too because it said, oh, on your anniversary you should watch the entire Lord of the Rings series, all the movies and the Hobbits. And it's like, well, in reality I should be reading the book, but that's fair. I go, nah, we don't do that. So now I got into let's see, what were we going to do? Oh, first James suggested that I should go and find a tree in my neighbor's yard and turn it, basically spray paint it white and get rid of all the leaves and make it the white tree and then cosplay as the king, as, basically as Strider and Arwen. Which is funny because Arwen, I thought if I was ever a character in that series, that's probably who I'd be. It would be Arwen. But, because I love elves. I love that particular elf too. She's very sweet and kind and wonderful. So, and kind of a badass. But then someone made the suggestion instead that I should build the tower with the eye. The neighbors would love that too. And I should just put I can't remember the name, the tower, the evil tower. Where Sauron's hiding out. So put the tower with the eye of Sauron up in my yard. I'm like, yay, there we go. Why don't I just turn my entire yard into Mordor? Hi, Dio. Hey, wait, he's back to banning himself. Probably. I don't know, maybe I'll get a better offer. No, so right now, my husband's probably, but the one person that would probably give me a better offer at this point is my husband. He's probably going to be in bed. So I will probably come to paint night. And I will probably paint while I chit-chat. Kind of like this. V, you should come to paint night. You could do it after the stream. There's plenty of paint night after the stream. I don't know how much painting actually goes on at paint night. Not too many people actually share their workspaces. And I think even some of the ones that do, they just sit and chit-chat. But I don't care. It's a lovely get-together. So you see what I'm doing? I'm basically going over, and this is Bronze Shadow from Reaper. So I'm just base coating him all that, the Bronze Shadow paint. There, I totally missed his hand. So yeah, I do. Well, see, I do too. Oh, well, all right, that's fair. Actually, there are people who go to paint night and they don't talk much. They like to listen and I think they just like to be there. Probably because people like me, I like to talk a lot, so. Yeah, I mean, and so, Gel Tip, maybe this is why, Kathy thought you were nothing more than a figment of our collective imaginations. That was funny. She said you were real? The conversations are interesting. I will say that much. Okay, so that was Bronze. Well, I don't want Blonde Shadow. I took out Blonde Shadow. I don't want that. I want Bronze Shadow. I like the Reaper triads for skin tones. So I'm doing Bronze Shadow, Bronze skin and bronzed highlight for this guy. He will lighten up quite a bit. You know what though? You actually only responded a day later. In fact, it wasn't even a day later. After Kathy wrote that. So you were good today. I'd say V, you were definitely a much loved member of this community. So you totally belong with us at Paint Night. And I kind of like think Paint Night's like, I like Paint Night for the same reason. What? Wait. Okay, I'll go back to my point first. I like Paint Night for the same reason I like streaming. I like to hang out with you guys on here and chit chat. I sort of wish I could hear your voices, and I sort of wish, maybe we just had a whole big Zoom setup where I could see you all, but I enjoy your company. And same thing with Paint Night. I just love the company. I love to talk to people. Now, well, Gel Tip, wait a minute. Did you really want like a full-fledged hurricane? Because I don't think you know what you're talking about if you want a full-fledged hurricane. They're scary. They are very scary. I mean, heck, I haven't even ever been in a real full-fledged hurricane. The closest thing to that, I mean, I remember Hurricane Bob, but we were on the rainy side of the storm, so we got a crap ton of rain. But quite honestly, the winds were not exactly, they were not horribly strong. At least they didn't feel like it. The one that I remembered that was kind of scary was Hurricane Gloria, because that went just to the west of us. And we were on the east side and not far from the eye wall, and as a result, it was very windy. And that sound, I mean, and even then, the reason why I say it's not like a full-fledged Florida hurricane is because the wind speeds were only about, I think it was only topped out about 90. So it was still, I think, only a Cat 1 hurricane when it got to us. I've got a lot, where I was living, there was a lot of real estate between me and where the hurricane made landfall. So, but that was scary in itself. We always get the South Sloppy depressions. Let's see. Oh, yeah. V goes, I remember Superstore and Standy. I couldn't do my work because most of the stuff I needed was stored in servers in New York City that had been shut down. And that was crazy. I'll tell you what. Superstore and Standy wasn't that bad for that was another one. It wasn't that bad for me because it said I'm at the northern part of Mass. And I am actually very close to the ocean. But the storms usually come up, and they come up south of Cape Cod and Rhode Island. So they tend to hit there first, and they don't tend to come in, through via Newburyport and the Merrimack River. That'll give you an idea. I don't live in Newbury. I live in Amesbury, which is like right next to Newburyport. We're one town in from the ocean. And the Merrimack River goes through our town, and that empties into the ocean. So, but I do remember Sandy, but even then, that was not that bad for us. But it was very bad in New York City and New Jersey and places, the further south along the coast. But when you get up here, it wasn't bad. We had some wind and some rain, but it wasn't too bad in my part. A grot robbed you? So let's see, V. So I sent an email saying I availability to help out, and I got in trouble Because Wes was like, you shouldn't tell people you're not busy. Make sure you always look like you're busy, right? So I said, well, I'm putting on the mid-tone of his skin. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit of my shadow tone because there's a dot there. Once again, this is a tabletop mini for, this is for my hubby. And this is his character for the same game that I'm doing using the mini and that I just painted for myself. This is his. He's playing his Barbarian character, Rolf Gunnarson, who is one of his personal favorites. He's played it in all sorts of other campaigns and such. And he has a ton of fun playing him. He's got some magical aptitude. So we gave him a level of sorcerer. Yeah, let's see. Let's read chat here. So let's see. To continue what V said, that company, let's see. That company's very big on always be super busy. Okay, so I'll get my work done half the time and then fuck around the rest of the time. Ha! I know exactly what you're saying. You know, I used to be able to do that. Not anymore. Because we've been so busy at my job. It's insane. But I used to actually be able... that's usually what I did. As I would just get everything done. And then I, you know, I wouldn't say screw around. I'd always find little things I could do. Like, for example, you know, my logos for here and business cards and things like that. You just can't get caught, though. Because if you get caught, they frown on that big time at my place. That's why there's only one designer right now, because the other guy who was a designer got caught doing freelancing stuff on the side at work. That's the thing. I don't do any graphic design freelancing really to speak of, so I guess I could. But that's my day job, and you know what? I'd rather find other ways, like mini painting, to pick up a little extra income. That's also why, too, there are people I'll offer my graphic design services to, and I just don't charge them because I already get paid to do all the time. Now I expect that whatever you're going to give me is sort of fun stuff. So, to go back, let's see. Rod said, you're up where it's cold in the witch's Twitter. Yes. I'm actually not far from Witch City. When I went to college, I went to college in Salem, Mass, which is where the witch's Twitter. Me and my friends are actually going to go there on Sunday. And I'm very much looking forward to it. I love Salem. Yeah, but you knew. Yeah, I knew it. I love Salem, Mass. It was really great to go to school there. Also, the college, or actually, it's a university now. All of the Mass state colleges became universities. But it's a really good school. I really enjoyed my time there. In some ways, I keep thinking I wouldn't mind going back and getting a degree in something else just to go back and get it. But you know what? I'm not crazy about homework. That's the one thing I don't really miss from being not being at school anymore and being an adult with responsibilities and such. I don't miss homework at all. I would do it. I'm not going to say I wouldn't do my homework, but I never liked it. I like coming home from my job and doing this, you know, or putzing around or taking naps. Yeah, exactly. Ugh, homework. That's another thing, too, if any of you guys ever come visit. And actually, not just the Pirate Club, any of you guys. If you ever come visit Boston or the Boston area, you want to go visit Salem, it's a great place to visit. It's a really great place to go be a tourist. So now I've got the highlight. Not a lot of room between his beard and a permanent touristy. A friend in Tewksbury. I want to go, but V, you need to come visit. You so need to come visit. You have no idea. You know what? I would. You and Gren too. I mean, see if you could drag Gren here as well. Then we could have a live action Green Ven show. Green Ven? Yeah, we go. V and Gren. Because I can talk. I told you guys it's been a day. It wasn't terrible at work, but it's still busy. Is super busy. At least I got a little bit of other things that I needed to get done too. Hey Kevin, I said I've been working on AAC stuff now and then when I've had time. There is some hope for people who have not contacted me yet, so to get into Artist Alley. So there's that. So let's see, Rod said if I ever did, come visit. If I ever did, I would love to check out all the historic witch sites. I'm trying to remember. I know there's at least 2 witch museums in Salem. I can't remember if there's a third. But there's also just historic sites in Salem that have nothing to do with witches. There's the Peabody Essex Museum, which has all sorts of... It's an interesting place to walk around. Because Salem not only is... I know they're world famous for being the witch city, but they also have a big history in maritime and trading and such. That's just it. So there's that part of history too, but there are 2. One is a I think called the Witch House. And that's it. I haven't been paying too much attention to historical sites, so I don't even know what's still open and what may be closed. I know the Witch Museum, which has the reenactment, is still open, and we're gonna go there. I think when we visit. They are open right now. You just have to get advance tickets. But they do reenactments there of the witch trials. We're also going to go see, one of my favorites is the House of the Seven Gables, which is, I believe, the actual house that, who is it, Nathaniel Hawthorne, right? It's the actual house, I think it's the house he lived in. And that he wrote the book, or it's what he based the book off of. And it's a really interesting tour. And by the way, this time of year, the gardens in that place are absolutely gorgeous. I will get pictures. Did you post them on here, Crimson? The other things you're working on? Did you post it on here? Or did I probably missed it unless you posted it on here. And I still may have missed it. If it's on Twitter, it all depends on whether or not I actually, got to it. Oh, you know what? I did see this, but that's right. Because it was... No, I went on break to get paper towels for a drink. For my drink. It's making me pick a... so you're going to work on... Because you don't have enough to do with that army. Here's what he's talking about. Thank you for reposting. So the Samurai starter set... Let's see. Seriously, 100 infantry, 13 cavalry, plastic metal. This is for painting. Oh, what sort of painting test? That is cool, though. That'll be really cool. All right, I'm gonna close this for now. Close tabs. Go back to the. Oh, it's a painting contest for World of Games. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I went a little nuts on the highlight. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to darken it up a hair and just try to leave a little less highlight on that. It's a diorama con. Well, I'm sure you can make a very cool diorama out of that set. But anyways, let's see. I'll stay up in the Maritimes. Yeah. So Rod, if you ever come and visit, let me know. I love touring sites around. Not only that, I mean, not only that. Oh, Rod. Not only that, you also have. We also have, you know, we're basically the beginning of the Revolutionary War. So we've got Lexington conquered too. All right, Gel Tip, hurry back. Oh, he's a lurker. Wait, where did I happen to my lurky thing? Where's my lurk? Oh, here it is. Here we go. He's lurking. He's lurking. Ah! Oh, Pete, you're back. And I took a drink. Well, see, it's not so sad anymore because it's all cleaned up now. Let's see, is there anything else I want? All right. Anything else I want to darken back up? I'm going to darken, actually, I'm going to go back to my shadow color. And I'm going to go right around the hair, because that should be shadowed. His hair really does stick out. You're still at work? Are you still supplying alcohol? Hydrating people with beer? Or is that a different job? Because I remember you said you were doing that. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. But as I was saying, Massachusetts has got a lot of really, actually even New Hampshire's got a lot of really good historical sites and such. I guess every state you could say that. That was one of the great joys when I was a kid of traveling so much. We go camping
Moist.
every year. We go camping every year with my parents, and we take a 2-week trip somewhere in the U.S. And we'd always like to hit national parks. We hit all sorts of national parks and historic sites and things like that. So
Moist.
didn't I put? No, I didn't. I was like, didn't I put a timer on that? No, I didn't, because I want to hear moist 15,000 times. So coming in September, I think I'm gonna open a merch store in September. That's the plan. Right now, I got too much going on with ReaperCon. That's right, keep playing it.
Moist.
You're gonna burn, you know what, Pete? Just remember, you're gonna burn all your things on using all your channel points, and you'll have no more for hydrates. And I'll laugh. But I am basically going to. I said I'm making a shirt that says I got moist at the Painted Hero Tavern, and I'm going to use the emote from this on the shirt. So Inappropriate, yes, but I don't want it any other way. But that'll be coming in September. You did?
Moist.
Do you, alright, so if you want, wait a minute. Are these like actual moist pictures, Rod? Or, I say, if it's something you want to share, you can put a link. I'll share them with the class and torment them all. Oh my lord, the last stream, oh, I was gonna say, no, if you said if they're your minis, go ahead and grab the link and post it in chat here, and it said I'll share it with everybody. Because said you did some really good work lately, so. Or is that not my minis? I want you to post your minis. I want you to come here and share because they're so good. All right, Pete. Pete, are you lurking? Because said, here's the lurker. Here's the lurker. Ah! Otherwise, we'll see you later, Pete. And I had a drink in your honor. Ooh, oh wait, it's another lurker. Hi, Asmodeus. Ah, look, it's a lurker for the lurkers. It was funny. I painted up the stone lurker because it was like, okay, this is a quick thing I can do in a night. Oh, I don't have an unlurk command. Maybe I need to make one. So the next thing I'm going to do, now I've highlighted and such on the skin, I'm going to go back in. We may have to do some touching up after this. I'm going to try to just line between the fingers. These fingers are weird. Oh my god, it's a Giggling Geekette! How the heck did Giggling Geekette ever find little tiny nothing me? Holy mackerel! Thank you so much for following, and I know you quite well. Oh, it's another person I'm gonna have to make sure I visit their stream. Oh, you bring me cozy vibes. I do know of you. I think it's you and Holly Monster that like to hang out together. Are you going to ReaperCon, Giggling Geekette? I could tell you, but then I'd have to deny it. You are! Oh my god, that's awesome because I'm gonna get to meet you. That's like the best part of ReaperCon. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get to meet all these really awesome mini painters and streamers and such. And I'm so excited about that. Probably more than anything else I'm excited about. So I'm so happy. Oh God, I'm so happy I'm gonna get to meet people. Public Reaper-on. What do you mean public Reaper-on? As in like our beloved Ron from Reaper? So, by the way, I guess I should do the usual. Hi guys, my name is Carol. I'm otherwise known as Muses Touch Miniature Painting. I've been painting for about 20 years. I go around to a lot of two conventions in Massachusetts and, well, New England. And I do mini painting events. I also do them at stores. And I love to paint. I love to share the hobby. And I love to chit-chat. Show my best minis. Actually, if you take a look at the left side of the screen, your left, not the screen's left, they're actually scrolling on a slideshow. that some of my best ones are there. And they're going to actually be bringing some of those to ReaperCon too. So like the Mouseling, but those, yeah, I think actually the ones in there are my best, especially the Druid Lady and the Halloween scene. I think are my best too, for various reasons. I think the Druid, because of that, I actually painted a tartan and it came out pretty good. And the Halloween scene, because it's mostly all non-metal metallics, and oh my god, oh my freaking god, I sabotaged myself because I painted. There's the pumpkin golem from Reaper in that, and I just looked at him like, oh, I can paint. This will be easy to do non-metal metallics because basically it was just a scythe. I'm like, oh, that'll be quick and easy. And then without thinking about the fact that the knight is completely covered in armor, and I'm like, oh, what did I do to myself? But you know what? I'm glad I did it, and that project was so worth it. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm up here and this is basically my new painting space, and I have not moved a lot of my minis and stuff in here yet. So most of my best work is actually in my basement right now. And come to think of it, it'll probably remain there because I've got a couple display cases down there because that's our gaming room. And see, right now I've started this guy. So one of the things I like to do on this channel is I like to paint minis that are specifically for like D&D purposes. So I say it's a hero. I say this is the Paint a Hero Tavern where we honor heroes of the realm. I need, what the hell? Deltoffs? So tonight I'm painting one that actually my husband plays. He's going to play a Barbarian in our Rime of the Frost mating game. I do like to paint a lot of Reaper stuff, although this is a WizKids that was bought for him, specifically to use in that game. What else is going on? Oh, by the way, Giggly and Geekette, if you were still around, of course, I should probably ask you, how was your stream? I hope it was great. And to everybody on here right now, if you have anything you want to share, and right now I've got plenty of shelves and stuff in here. I'm all set on that front. But if you have anything you want to share, I am link friendly. Please share your work with our class, because honestly, I'm all about inspiration. Oh, it was good. It was fun. Made some good progress on the Sumo Frog. Is that the one from the Bones 5? From the Yokai set? I think I know exactly what. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I bought that set. I love them. They're so cute. By the way, the biggest reason why I do the stream, so I can actually paint my own stuff. I am a commission painter, and I've been so busy with commissions, I have literally no time to paint that right back there, the closet, that is my closet of shame. Or it will be once I put everything else in there. I've still got a bunch more minis that I need to relocate into that closet. So it's going to be my closet of shame, skeletons included, of course. But yeah, I mean, so I'm hoping that through the stream, I'll actually get to paint some of my Bones 5 stuff and some of my Bones 4 stuff and 3 and 2 and 1. But I said, nobody out there has any links, has anything they want to share that they did that they're proud of. I said, I'm about inspiration, and you guys inspire me with all the minis you paint. So that's why I know it's a common thing that a lot of streamers do, but I do actually really love to see everyone else's work. If you have any questions for me, by all means, ask. Mini painting or anything. I mean, I'm a pretty open book. I'm glad your stream was good, and I'm so glad you found me. I'm like still blown away that you came to visit me tonight. I'm like in shock. Alright, so I'm having a night too. Actually, I started out this night by dropping my drink into my paint rack. So, all right, hey, you know what? That's like so the norm. Every streamer, you tend to always need to get away because you've been streaming for God knows how many hours. Absolutely lurk away, but feel free to come back and chat. And here's a little lurker for you. Here's a stone lurker in your honor. I do have a lurk command too. I don't have an unlurk command. I just have a lurk one. It's really good to meet. Oh, and it's really good to meet you. And I can't wait to meet you at ReaperCon. Oh my God! It's raid night. Acid Burn Punk. Oh my God! I'm so happy you actually popped on here because I have been thinking about you out in Worcester with that freaking storm. Please tell me everything ended up okay. And thank you so much for following. Oh my gosh, how do I say your name? Sintaradir Eldark. I guess it'll just be Eldark. So thank you for following. I really appreciate it. I know, right? Yeah, I was going to say, Giggling Geekette is a legend. I said, I'm like a nobody here. So Acid Burn said, I did a lot of prep and it missed me twice. I'm glad it missed you. I mean, you know, when we left the painting day, actually it wasn't in Worcester. Jeltip, you said it was in Worcester. It was still in Connecticut yesterday. But the rain I noticed was like out in friggin' New York State. Well, they'll work to a point. But a lot of times I still, you know, if the water's high enough, it's just going to come right over it. Launch it. Okay, so I am not a legendary streamer, okay? I am a flippin' tiny little nobody who, honestly, it'd be nice to get there, sure, but I just want to hang out with you guys. That's it. I want to hang out with people and chat. That's all. And while I paint. It's like being at a convention almost. It's just you're not there in person. But I get to talk just as much. Well, seeing Gabriel Angelos. Oh. Who, I was going to say, oh, yeah. I painted him for Crimson, who's one of the people that always hangs out here. He's building a whole, let me go find it. He's building a huge army of Blood Ravens. Let's go back. I gotta find it though. And it was way back towards the beginning. Thanks for whatever that was. I'll look it up. Let's see, that's the Warlord Games one. Oh no! I can't go all the way back far enough. Sorry, Kevin. Oh, wait, you got it. Okay, you got it. Great. Thank you so much. And thank you for following, Zep, yeah? And I just realized I never changed my bot. It still says Sondiel, who was the last thing I painted, not the current one. Alright, display pics. Check this out, folks. This is what Crimson has been up to on his summer vacation. I mean, he's got a bit left to do, but, and there's Gabriel right there in the middle. And I painted that for him for his army, because you know, it's a very special mini, and I don't know, Kevin does a great job painting, but he still wanted me to do it, so I was very honored to do it. But this is amazing, and it's going to be phenomenal when he finishes it. That's what I mean, I love other people's work, so. Yeah, right? Gel tip. Well, by the way, also, while I have a bunch of you here who might be also going to ReaperCon, I'm going to have ribbons. I actually got ribbons made for ReaperCon, so, and they're going to say a point of inspiration. if you find me, and now you know what I look like, but if you find me wandering about and you show me something to inspire me, like one of your minis, or a picture of one of your minis, or whatever you want, whatever you can think of to inspire me, you'll get a ribbon. And they look pretty good too. I'm very happy with the way they came out. You paint, wait, you only painted 2 models this summer, Gelton? You were painting a bunch yesterday. So I'm gonna put on some blonde highlight on his beard. Probably should do his lips too at some point. Dupe. Well, by the way, Gel Tip, which 2 models, too? World's... You get competition. I'm not fast either, okay? Took me all month. I mean, I do 2 hours, I stream 2 hours at a time. And it took me all month to paint that tree, to paint the spirit of the forest. And I'm still technically not done with it yet. Because I'm bringing that to ReaperCon. I painted pants and boots on those models. What, yesterday? You had like 6 figures sitting out there yesterday. I know you weren't working on them all. Let's see. What else is it? Yeah, hobby. It is a hobby. Let's see. Oh, I see. Never mind. I didn't go back far enough. Sorry, Rod. I have my first request to commission a paint job today. Oh, very cool to feel people are interested in your work. It's me and other folks, me, Carol, and was a courage inspire us to old comers to the hobby. You know what? But that makes me, oh my God. Whenever somebody says that to me, that I've inspired them, it's the greatest feeling. It's what I want to do. I want to be a positive force for this hobby. That's all I really want. And I want to inspire people to take it up, because I think mini painting is one of the best things you can do for yourself. I don't even use this.
Inspiration!
You gave everybody inspiration, Gel Tip. I almost did Gel Tab again. What the frick is wrong with me? And I said, I love you. How can I keep screwing up your name? I can't believe I caught myself though. But that's the thing, is I want to inspire others as
Inspiration!
Oh, let's see. Does that mean I need to make a Gel Tap? Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Alright, it's coming up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Alright. I have to find what you were doing because it didn't link right to it. DeviantArt, why are you being difficult? Fine. Alright. Oh, I see. It's right on the front page. This all looks different, too. Alright, so let's put on the display pics. Ah, look at that red. Oh, that looks so nice. Oh, wait, you even painted like, no, very cool. That detail right there. Or is that a decal? If it's a decal, you buried it really good. I don't see edges or anything like that. I love what you did with the base too. Just some neat, like what you did there with the metal pieces that are kicking around. And the power. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed doing the power hammer. That was fun. Whoops. Hey, why are you doing that? The funny thing is, I have already joined DeviantArt. I just haven't signed. I'm just not signed in here. But I actually have a DeviantArt. Like everything else, I don't go to it that much. Twitter's really the only one I actually post to on a real regular basis. Okay, that's too far. Good job on the scarring, too. Alright. It's being difficult. But I get to show it off. That came out really good. This one's more sick. Ooh. Hold on, I will put that back on. That's it, I love checking it. That thing is cool. Oh, nice freehanding. Very nice freehanding. I love the way you did the shadow and the highlights and stuff. Very cool. You actually put wording on it. I've done wording at times, and I always appreciate anybody who can write legibly with paint. Or, you know, it's people do it with the marker. That's great. Good freehand. I was gonna say, I do. It's funny because I once upon a time I used to draw, but oh my God, come on, there you go. I want to get all the pictures. But the other thing that strikes me too, I used to draw, so you think I would probably do more freehanding, and I don't do freehanding on these things that often. Once in a great while. The colors on this go really well. One thing that I really dig is really good color harmony, and you've got really good color harmony on this piece. I love how everything just works together. That's really nice. Awesome job. Alright, did I miss anybody? Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Or was that? Yep, that was it. Great job. I hope you come back and share more of your work. I can't say enough. I love seeing everyone else's work. Actually, I think that's all of this. Oop, nope, not quite. Oh, if anybody's got any current projects that they want to talk about and tell me what they're doing, I'd love to hear it too. Jill said, I don't mind, like, as I was gonna say, because it's DeviantArt. Well, I mean, I do like DeviantArt. I like to use it. It's a good place to just have basically a portfolio of my work. So you've been painting since January 2015 with zero experience. So, alright, I have a question for you. What got you into painting? How did you start painting Eldar? I'm going to go with Eldark. Just because that first part of your name is... I don't think I'm going to trip over it. My brain only half works when I stream, I think, sometimes. So what I said, I did basically the blonde shadowing. Whole life wanted to be an artist. Oh, this sounds familiar. I need to use the pokey stick. Pokey stick! Because my paint's not coming out of my bottles. I was going to say, I mean, I can tell you how I started painting. I was bored one day. I used to do ceramics, and I do have an art degree, but my degree focus was on teaching it, like to kids. Thank you so much, Rod. Yes, see, I gotta use the pokey stick more often, so people think you and the bald GM will just throw bits at me every time I use the pokey stick. Just gonna try to clip the higher parts here. Leave a bit of the shadow of his beard. But as I was saying, and by the way, oh, we shouldn't have to go, but thank you so much, Rod. I'm so glad you stopped by. I always enjoy your company so much. So, when I was about 6, too, I told my mom I wanted to be an artist when I grew up. Sure. Absolutely. I assume that's like a art Facebook account, like or is that your personal one? Because I have a Muses Touch Facebook page, so half the time I shared them. But oh, okay, yeah. Then feel free to whisper it, or well, let's go say you can actually either message me at the Muses Touch miniature painting on Facebook, or hell, I don't care. I'll tell everybody what my full name is. My name is Carol Pandolf, and I don't mind friend requests. As long as I can figure out who the heck you are, I will get. Oh, I hope I remember. All right, I'm gonna leave this up so I don't forget. I will absolutely. I said I do not mind being friends with especially with other mini painters. It's easy enough to block any creepers after I found out the creepers. I think too with Twitter and how open Twitter is and things, and I'm a lot more comfortable now, you know, dealing with people who are strangers to me. I find a lot of them, they're not strangers for very long. They become friends. So, and I love this community. I think mini painters are some of the most positive people out there. Thank you so much for following. Oh my gosh, another friggin' name. All right, I'm just going to go with the last part. Oh my god, no, I'm going to even butcher that. Lemunis. I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. But thank you so much for following, and I do hope I see you guys on here again. Let's see. All right, I'm painting with this pile of paint over here. It's almost time to clean my palette again. I have one of those stay wet palettes. And I tend to get lazy when it comes to cleaning it. And I know someone just posted, I know it's a made up and I butcher away. Hey, most names on here are made up names. And you know what? I love what people come up with for their made up names on Twitch or anything, or Discord or whatever. There's so many great puns and things out there, and just clever names. And or you could be like my buddy Rod there and just use his name. So I said, I'm just highlighting with the mid-tone. I want to leave the shadows.
Moist.
Gareth! So, how you doing, Gareth? And to let people know who Gareth is one of the fellow goblins of the Goblins and Mortar Discord. We're basically, there is a mini painter named Michael Mortar, who you may or may not have heard of, but if you haven't heard of him, now you have. He also is a streamer from Scotland, and he runs a Patreon and full-time mini painting business off of Patreon. I'm doing great. So, just to tell who Gareth is, Gareth, myself, and the Bald GM, who is in bed at this point because it's like stupid late o'clock over in Europe. We are all members of this Discord that he runs for his patrons. So as little as $1 a month, you can join this Discord and hang out with a bunch of mini painters and people who just really love minis. And on Wednesday nights, Gareth streams right after me, so we call it the Goblin Double Feature because, as I said, it's the Goblins of Mordor, so his patrons are all known as the Goblin Army. So Gareth is also another streamer. You know what? I actually have a shout-out thing. I should probably use it. And you know what? I should also do... Who else is on here? Let's see. There's a bunch of people on here that I should have done. See, I'm like... This is what happens when I'm my own moderator. Who else are we shouting out? Let's see. We're shouting out Jill. Jill Tip is a streamer. Let's see. Who else? Let's see. Acid Burn Punk. Yeah, I have a shout out thing, and like a friggin' moron, I totally forgot about it. Let's see. Who else? Of course, Giggle and Gigette. Yeah, no, I got it. I have it sitting here. I actually already opened it, but I have it sitting here, so don't freaking forget, because I'll do that sort of thing. Wow, it's already 8:30. You don't stream, but what, you wanted to do what? Oh. Yeah, alright, why, do you want everybody to follow you? God, I feel like I know I'm going to be missing people. Let's see, is there anybody else? I think I get Acid Burn, I got Giggle and Gigette. I don't think Dio streams. Alright, if I missed anybody, or you know I missed anybody, the shout out button is free. The shout out command is free for anybody to use. I don't have it like limited. I have a policy on this channel of we can't have nice things. So until we can't have nice things, we can't have nice things. So I leave links. It's for link friendly, and everyone can play with the shout out thing. Is he on yet? Oh, he is on. Yeah, he's on. And by the way, I love popping on to his stream. And I love popping on to his wife's stream. His wife just started streaming on her own thing. I don't know if I know the... Shoot, I'm not going to get it right. I don't know if it's just... I think it's just her name. I know it's just her name. And I don't think there are any underscores or anything like that. So let's try this. Come on. I'm pretty sure that is correct. She just started streaming herself on her own account. She used to stream with a couple other people, and I'm so happy for her because she's a great streamer. She has the best answer to the stretch command ever. Productive night, more of elevators to meet and become acquainted. Yeah, I said there's a bunch of there's a bunch of mini painters out there that stream. You know what the funny thing that was the most eye-opening thing was? There's so many from Massachusetts. Gel Tip is, Acid Burn Punk is, there's Big Jim Slade, there's, oh my god, Rathmore TV. How could I friggin' almost forget him? Shoot. I'm pretty sure there's at least another one out there too. But I was really surprised that there were all these people I'd never met. And they're all gamers and painters. That's right, Gareth. Now, even though tonight's technically a Goblin Double feature because I end, you know, an hour and a half before he streams. Please, everyone go follow Gareth and give him, and visit him in a couple hours. He's gonna. What, are you doing more Star Wars figures tonight? He does a lot of Star Wars figures, and he has Star Wars themed sound effects and such on his soundboard. I do have a soundboard, and a lot of my things are free, actually. Some are channel points, and some are outrightly free. There are some that, yeah, you need to be a sub. There's only a couple. And there's some that do require bits. But I feel like everybody should have some fun, and not just... The thing I wish is, I wish I had follower emotes, but I don't have access to them yet. But I do have a couple of emotes for subscribers, because that's what I've unlocked. I do have a couple promotions if I ever get there. If you like my work, and you really want a mini of your own, after a year of subscribing to me, I will paint you a mini. Either you can send me one and I'll paint it however you want, or I will pull something from my massive closet of shame and paint it up for you and send it. I also, if I ever get to 50 subs, I'm not holding my breath here, folks, and there's no end to that. But if I ever get to 50 subs, then I'll give away a mini to a lucky subscriber. Because honestly, I feel like if people are throwing money at my stream, I feel like you're entitled to have something back. That's just sort of how, you know, I feel kind of guilty if I don't offer something. But honestly, I just really want company. I want people to hang out. That's all I really want. And to meet you guys. And to see your work. So now I'm doing the highlight. So I want to keep my highlights up towards the top of his head where the light's going to really bounce on it. Maybe a little bit on his front bangs. Yeah, isn't it? Oh, you're painting a dragon tonight. Oh, that's exciting. So, yeah, it's nice. And it said, even if people are lurking, I'm okay with that. Because, well, let's face it. A lot of streams I tend to catch, I am working, so I have to really kind of lurk. But I'm always listening. But it's really nice to even know there's anyone out there listening and watching. So I know I'm not just talking to myself like an idiot. Although if no one's talking to me on stream, then this tends to be an instructional, this tends to get to be an instructional video. Which I don't think is a bad thing. Just realized, I don't think I highlighted this. Oh, great. I'm looking at my mini going off screen behind my, there we go. Behind my picture. I put down this tape to try to help with that, you know. Oh shoot, you know what? I grabbed that from the wrong paint pile. I got all these piles of paint, and unfortunately the blonde hair and the bronze skin kind of look similar to each other, even though they don't really look like each other when they're done, but on the palette they look similar. Crimson goes, I forget how small non-marines can be. What are you working on? This is the paint pile for the, yeah. Yeah. His hand is weird too. Oh, you're putting the Sam writing? Oh, so, but that's interesting because that's true. Space Marines are like, Warhammer minis tend to be even larger in scale than like you're not like a guy like this. What's it said? Those it said this the samurai were 28 millimeter. Are they? Is it more like the size of this guy, or is it? Or you know, some of the 20 millimeter, 28 millimeter seems to have a range, doesn't it? It seems like like even with Reaper minis, there's been a creep in size. Lately. I need to pull out a little bit of red. He needs a lip. So I'm going to take a little bit of Mauricio red from Reaper, and I'm going to add it to some of my skin tone, my darker skin tone, to make a lip color. Yeah, just a little bit. It said, I noticed Reaper seems to definitely be suffering from some scale creep the more they go. I said, I don't care. I'll still buy them, and I still love the minis. Or Whiz Kids, or any of the others. Reaper is still my favorite. I'm like the biggest Reaper fangirl I think in existence. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I said it's been everywhere. Let's see, I can figure out where his lip is. I tend to paint the bottom lips. Yeah, I'll get the top too. I can see it there. Maybe just a hint more red. He's got a. It's really hard to see this. I can kind of make it out. 1 1/4 inches. That's pretty small. It probably is a little smaller than this, is my guess. Gareth, I hate to tell you this. It doesn't help enough. Sadly, it doesn't help enough once your site starts to go, because my site has definitely started. That's why I have to wear these things. And I do have the, I do have a set of optivisors. Oh, it's not hanging up. They're somewhere. Nope, they're not hanging up. Because I can't see anymore, which makes me very sad. I used to have really good vision. I used to be able to not need glasses to see eyes or anything else. I just want a little bit of red in there. Fortunately for me, meaning Kevin, my vision has always been bad, so I learned how to paint with it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's very fair. It's definitely been an adjustment for me. But I mean, you know, I knew this day was coming. I mean, you know, I hit 50 this year. And actually, truth be told, I thought for sure I was going to need glasses when I hit 40. And I didn't. So I counted every day after that as a blessing. You know, that I didn't need it. And then finally, believe it or not, it was when, it was the eyes, when I started realizing I couldn't see the eyes anymore on a mini, and I was like, ah, damn it. And that's when I knew I needed to get something to help. So it started out with the Optivisors to help the Optivisor to help me see minis, and then it's progressed to drugstore readers to read. I don't think I really need glasses yet. I don't have any problem seeing distance-wise. It's all been, like, I can actually, like, from here, my computer's not that far away, and I'm looking over my glasses. These are actually very strong because it's for minis. But I can look over and I can read chat just fine. And I don't have it, like, super, super, super huge, so... So that's a pretty decent start. What time is it? I got 10 more minutes. What do I want to do? So that's the skin and the hair. So this is basic. This is from my gaming table. This is not competition level. This is just really for my gaming table. So it's just tabletop quality is what I'm shooting for. That's why I've got mold lines and stuff. I mean, for a tabletop mini for myself, I may go back in and carve out some of that mold lines and just repaint over it if I'm really annoyed by it. But once I get the paint on, I find a lot of mold lines kind of just disappear to a degree. Unless they're really prominent. That's it. It's just for my gaming table. It's just, it's a character that we're going to use to move around and fight. Who's going to run out there and have fights? So Crimson's got an astigmatism here. Everything is blurry. Yeah, that's kind of the pits. With me, it's just age. It's old age. I know what I'll do. I'll start painting his shirt. What did hubby tell me to paint his shirt? Oh, that's right. Chum red. Gonna start with... So I have like a bunch of fast palettes and stuff. That's what's on my paint rack that I've got here. So I'm gonna paint a shirt chum red, which I really like. It's a nice reddish brown. Goes towards brownish. Or I guess you could say orange if you imagine the color wheel. It's not pink or purple. You look much cooler in glasses. You don't look bad without glasses. I believe I have actually seen you without glasses. So I'm just going to base coat his shirt. God, when I talked to hubby about this, it seems like he wanted so much of it. He wanted all like browns and shades of browns. I'm like, you don't want one other color in this deer? Although the fur is going to be like gray, like light gray and white. And then after he looked at the colors, he really liked this red. So I'm like, we can do it this red. Gotta get some in the middle of that. And anything that I might, as long as it's not my skin, I'm going to try not to have to touch up the skin, but anything I haven't painted yet, if I happen to clip or whatever, it's no big deal. You don't need them yet, but you're at the cusp with your vision. I'm sorry, Gareth. It's sad when it's just sad when it goes. That was always such a point of pride that I had good vision. Not anymore. I still have really good hearing. In fact, I have hearing that's too good. They're doing a lot of work around my workplace right now. So they're remodeling the bathrooms, but they're also they also remodeled the hall outside my office. And today, what, gel tip? So today they were also replaced a bunch of lights, even in my office. I like them, they're brighter. Well, they haven't replaced the ones in the back half of the room yet. And there must have been one sitting there or something, and it went, somebody knocked it over. And it was so loud that I just had to sit there for a minute and try to clear my brain, because really loud sudden sounds actually hurt my ears. I don't do well with them. This thing is so... I might have to actually look up this mall to figure out what things are on it. Maybe that is part of his shirt. Like it's kind of ripped and hanging down. This is the artist you can make. No, I didn't say your name, but I'm glad you popped in. So Crimson has 5 samurai built, 95 infantry to go. Wait, Crimson, are you going to use every single one of those minis in this diorama? I'm beginning to think that is all his shirt, so I'm going to paint it all as his shirt. Which means I'm going to go back to the front. I didn't get enough paint. This is kind of confusing. So I'm just going to say Google Images is a painter's best friend. Because I find I go in there and I can find minis that have already been painted, and I can figure out how it is, what that thing is that's sculpted on there. So I may at some point go look this guy up and see if anybody's painted him, and if I can have, figure out how this is supposed to go. Because I'm not really even sure. My guess is that this is supposed to be part of the shirt up top. And that's just kind of ripped. Let's see. See, that's it. I have really good hearing, but my eyesight's gone. Let's see. Let's see. So Crimson's just building the musket guy for a spare. And Jeltip says, I think it takes 100 samurai for them to make one big samurai. Are you saying like it's Voltron or something? It's going to take 100 samurai to, and you make one giant samurai? Because that would be amusing. Or a large wooden one. Is that like the large wooden badger from Monty Python? No, wait. What the hell was it? Oh my god, what the hell was it? I think the wooden badger was a suggestion. What the hell was it? Oh, it was the bunny. The large wooden bunny on Monty Python. My hubby and I have a special place in our hearts for them. Yeah, it was a rabbit. It was first right. Well, the badger was just a suggestion. And then the guy got smacked for it. We could build a large wooden badger. As I said, my husband and I are big fans of Monty Python. And I love the Holy Grail. His arm is in the way, so it's hard to tell where this is going. Maybe it'll go like that. I know I'll have some little bits to touch up, but. As I said, I love Monty Python. I love that scene. I love that whole part. The only part I'm not crazy about was the ending of that thing and the little subplot with the modern. I just wanted them to stick with the, you know, the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur and such. Oh my goodness, it is 9 o'clock, or almost 9 o'clock. It is time for me to go, because I have to do some other painting, because I have tons of commission work and such. And I still have to get ready for ReaperCon. I think maybe the ending is like a bad D&D game. Screw you all, I'm done. The police come and arrest you all. You know? If you put it that way, I'm probably going to think of that now that way. So, alright, so let's see. How do I wrap this up? So, first of all, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Oh my god, thank Giggling Geekettes and Acid Burn Punk for the raids. I still am blown away that Giggling Geekette actually came. And Acid Burn is he's such a cool guy. Go follow him too and catch his stream. Let's see. I also stream on Wednesdays at 8:30 until 10:30, and then right after that we go to Gareth for the Goblin Devil feature. And I also stream on Saturdays from 12:30 p.m. Eastern. All times are Eastern and all times are p.m. So I do it Saturday afternoon, because I have several people from overseas that I like to hang out with, and they're all sleeping on weeknights, so when I can stream. So I hope you guys catch me at some point. I said I love hanging out with you guys. Please bring your work. Please share your work. I'm trying to think. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the follows. I really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Gel Tip. And thank you for coming yesterday to the painting party. Although, I will say this, next week, so my stream is normal this week as I just said it, but next week is ReaperCon. I can't friggin' believe ReaperCon's a week from Wednesday. I'll be there. So I'll be streaming on Monday, but then I won't be streaming until the following Wednesday. So unless I download the app to make, the Streamlabs app to my phone, and who knows, maybe I'll pop on during ReaperCon. I don't know. So I'm going, let's see, how about if we go, since they mentioned, why don't we go raid Wapple tonight? I really love Wapple. Thank you so much for sharing, Eldark, and I seriously hope you come back again and share more work. Really enjoy your work. So let's go raiding, I guess. Why don't I actually type in the command right? Nope, I still can't type in the command right. APPLELLIOUS. Let's hope I type it in right, because one time I sent an entire raid to a dead channel. Night, night, Gel Tip. And, I hope I see you soon. Alright, let's go do this. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And I said, I hope I see you all again. And here we go. Oh. There you go. Hey, you know what?